Choosing the best Canon camera can be overwhelming with so many standout options available. In this video, we'll dive into the top Canon models to help you find your perfect match, whether you're a seasoned professional or a passionate beginner. Our ultimate pick is the Canon EOS R5, a powerhouse that offers breathtaking image quality, lightning-fast autofocus, and advanced in-body stabilization. But that's just the start. We'll cover the best Canon cameras for every need, so you can make an informed decision. To help you find the perfect Canon camera for 2024, we've rounded up the top models along with their standout features, plus everything you need to consider to make the right choice. Whether you're a pro or just getting started, we've got you covered. Be sure to check the description below for pricing details on all the cameras mentioned. If you find this video helpful, give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's dive in! Number 5. Canon EOS R5. There's a lot to like about the Canon EOS R5. In fact, we think there's never been a better Canon camera for those who shoot a wide range of stills. We've spent a lot of time with the EOS R5 since it launched, and our tests have consistently found it to have fantastic image quality, seriously impressive autofocus, and decent battery life. We're also big fans of the body design, which combines a responsive touchscreen with a superb electronic viewfinder. It might have the headline-grabbing spec of 8K video, but the picture is a little less clear for videographers. The EOS R5's overheating restrictions are likely to put off those who shoot lengthy clips. Interviews, for example. We've tested the EOS R5's latest firmware, though, and didn't get any overheating warnings when shooting a short film in 32-degree temperatures. So it's certainly a very capable video camera for most people. Canon clearly went all out on the EOS R5, and it's close to being the perfect Canon camera for hybrid shooters. That comes at a high price, but if you're keen on the brand, it may be worth paying. Canon's best ever stills camera, the EOS R5 is an incredibly powerful tool for almost every kind of photography. While that versatility doesn't quite extend to video, it is still a compelling hybrid option if you're aware of its limitations. The only major barrier for most of us is that price tag. Number 4. Canon EOS R10. If you can look past the old-school sensor, we think Canon's EOS R10 is one of the best entry-level mirrorless cameras for beginners. Fitted with Canon's powerful Digic-X chip, it also benefits from truly modern autofocus abilities. In testing, the processor and AF tracking together proved remarkably powerful. Continuous shooting speeds of 15 FPS with the mechanical shutter also mean the EOS R10 is a winner if you want to experiment with action photography. Low light abilities are limited by the lack of in-body image stabilization, but image quality proved decent during our tests, with plenty of detail hiding in the shadows. Video skills are solid too, with 4K footage oversampled at 30 FPS. With dual control dials and a dedicated AF joystick, we found that the EOS R10 also made it straightforward for learners to get hands-on with creative shooting. Its lightweight body will also feel comfortably familiar for anyone coming from a DSLR, with the articulating touchscreen making it an easy switch for smartphone photographers. Provided Canon comes out with more native APS-C lenses to grow with, the R10 hits the top spot for beginners. The Canon EOS R10 is a versatile little powerhouse and one of the best cameras around for beginners. Thanks to its modern autofocus smarts and good handling, it's an affordable way into the EOS R system for new converts and an enjoyable second camera for existing Canon fans. Keen wildlife or action snappers should make the jump up to the EOS R7 though. Number 3. Canon EOS R3 taunt styled more like a sports DSLR than the handier EOS R5. The Canon EOS R3 is every bit a professional mirrorless camera. It has fewer megapixels than the EOS R5, because it's built for speed instead of outright resolution. And if the former is your priority, it's the best Canon camera you can get. During our extensive time testing the EOS R3, we found it one of the best sports and wildlife cameras we've ever tested. At its core is a 24.12 megapixel stacked CMOS sensor, which we described in our review as a purring photographic engine. It can shoot full-quality RAW images at a remarkable 30 FPS, as well as 6K 60p RAW video internally without any noticeable rolling shutter. We were also mightily impressed by its autofocus system, and reassured by the tough magnesium alloy build. In short, the EOS R3 is the pinnacle of mirrorless speed. It's undeniably big and expensive, but if you need an uncompromising Canon camera and can afford to pay the premium, you won't be disappointed. A powerful blend of the old and new, the EOS R3 is one of the best sports and wildlife cameras ever made. Inside its old-school body is cutting-edge tech, including a new stacked sensor, hugely impressive autofocus skills, and 6K video. The EOS R3's lower resolution sensor means it has more limited appeal than the Sony A1 and Nikon Z9, and the A1 does trump it in some areas like the EVF. But no other camera combines traditional DSLR charms with next-gen mirrorless tech, like the EOS R3. Number 2. Canon EOS R7. Hitting the APS-C sweet spot, we think the EOS R7 is one of the top options in Canon's lineup for enthusiast shooters. offering a generous feature set while undercutting its full-frame cousins. One of the highlights is Canon's latest dual-pixel CMOS AF2 autofocus, which proved both rapid and reliable in testing. Electronic burst speeds of up to 30 fps also make the R7 a dream for sports and wildlife photography, with in-body image stabilization offering 8 stops of compensation when shooting handled. Overall, our real-world usage proved that the EOS R7 can produce lovely images in a wide range of conditions. Low-light results aren't quite on par with Canon's full-frame models, but it's hard to argue when you're getting such impressive versatility and value. That includes 2 UHS-2 card slots, an articulating touchscreen, and the ability to shoot uncropped 4K 60p video. It's also a nice camera to use, with a comfortable grip and accessible control layout. All that's really holding the Canon EOS R7 back right now is a lack of native lenses, which Canon will surely address if the RFS system becomes as popular as it should be. There's an awful lot to like about the Canon EOS R7, and it feels like the mid-range camera that a lot of Canon fans have been waiting for. It's fast, has powerful autofocus that keeps up with a range of subjects, produces excellent images, handles well, and is priced competitively. At the time of writing, the only drawback is the limited range of native lenses. If Canon can give us some more of these soon, the EOS R7 could deservedly become one of its most popular cameras. Number 1. Canon EOS R6 II. Canon's EOS R6 was a more affordable version of the R5, favoring speed over outright resolution. The R6 II makes several useful improvements to that formula, cementing its position as one of the best mirrorless all-rounders for Canon fans. By doubling the already rapid electronic burst shooting speeds to 40 fps, the EOS R6 II sets the pace among mirrorless cameras, making it a top choice for shooting action. Our test did find that in-body image stabilization fell short of the promised 8 stops, but color rendering was very attractive, and image quality impressive overall. Even boosted from 20.1 MP to 24.2 MP, its sensor still has a lower pixel count than the EOS 6D Mark II. And at 4K 60p, its video resolution can't challenge the 8K offered by the R5. Yet we found in testing that the EOS R6 II is a fantastic shooting tool. Its AI-powered autofocus proved highly effective and low-light performance terrific. You'll find better value if you prioritize stills or video, and the incremental improvements don't justify upgrading from an EOS R6. But if you're already invested in Canon's RF system and willing to part with a chunk of cash, the R6 II is a seriously capable hybrid. The Canon EOS R6 might be the mirrorless alternative to the very popular EOS 6D Mark II DSLR, but it's way more than just an upgrade. Its autofocus performance and image stabilization are best in class, while a blitzing burst speed makes it perfect for any sports or wildlife scenario. Long story short, it's one of the best all-rounders you can get, although its 20 megapixel sensor resolution might not suit everyone.